Hi, everybody. Welcome, Coach Playbook with Paul LaPolice, your home for elite CFL breakdown analysis. Okay, today we're going to look at the Riders offense. I'm calling the game Riders-Elks this weekend, so I've kind of gone through. I usually watch both sides of the ball for both football teams, and I'll take some notes and do a little coach's playbook on it. So Trevor Harris, spectacular. The offense for the Riders, 504 yards of 28 of 30. 23 of 30, 77% completion, 395 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. AJ Ouellette, 15 carries, 72 yards. In rhythm all game. Trevor saw pictures, got the ball in his hand. He processed very fast. He's just fun to watch when he's on time and in rhythm. And I'm looking forward to seeing, this is my first Rider game all season, looking at the offense and Keyshawn Johnson and Myers and all these guys. So I'm looking forward to watching them play. AJ Ouellette run the football. So before I go, please subscribe to the page, turn notifications on. It's going to alert you as we're posting new stuff. Not a lot of CFL stuff out there, so I try to put stuff up. It gets harder and harder for me as I'm calling games to be able to post stuff, but when I watch the games, I'll try to take some notes so we can talk about it. So let's open the playbook on the Riders offense last week. Early, first play of the game, Sask versus BC. Big run by AJ Ouellette. How'd they do it? They did it with a tackle wrap play. So these two players are going to double that player. They're going to blow that person back to the backside linebacker. Jamarcus Hardrick's going to block out or pass set. And you're going to create a big hole right here. And in that hole, you'll block back here, and then the tackle will wrap and block the linebacker, Micah Awe. He will come and cut off and come and cut off. So if you watch, now before I start the play, AJ is going to try to move the linebacker so they're not so downhill with a little bit of counter step, and then he's going to follow this way. So you can see right there, good double team. They've sealed it right here. Micah sees it, and he starts driving. But watch Washington. Good block by Darius Washington. Big hit. Big run. I know Kadeem Carey got hurt, but I want to give him a shout out right here. Watch this, what he does to Matt Dubetz. This is what's called a chip block, where you help the offensive lineman. Watch this chip block. Boom! Just drops the D lineman. This is excellent. Just knocks him down and then goes out into his route. One of the reasons Trevor Harris has a lot of opportunities to throw the football downfield. Big touchdown here on what I would call a voodoo route, vertical stretch with a dig. Myers with the big touchdown. Let's go to this angle and show you what's happening. So from a quarterback standpoint, when he's looking back here, they're going to have a dig and they're going to have a post. Now, one of the things, if you watch, as we watch this, they've motioned the on the line of scrimmage player down, and they've given the outside player the waggle. Why they did that is so he has speed to run by this corner. And he's going to run the post, and he's running the dig. Now, the quarterback's eyes are, I'm going to pause it right here, on the safety. So if the safety's sitting in a low position or he's equal with the post, you just throw the ball downfield. And that's what happens. So Trevor recognizes how flat he is and he just throws the post. So what the corner's expecting is he's a quarter player. He's expecting help. But the half-field player is jumping the dig. There's your touchdown. It's one of the things I love about Trevor. He gets the ball out of his hand quickly. He doesn't wait. He throws the ball underneath, and he lets people run with it. This is second and long. Throws it underneath and gets the yardage for the first down off of reading this defender. And I'll show you from the other angle to let you know why he's throwing it. So there's a dig, and there's an in and back out, which you call a bang. You're trying to move this guy out of the way. On second and long, you want to throw the deeper route, the dig. But he takes the underneath to Duncan Busby, I believe. Let's take a look at why he throws the underneath. Let's see if you can see it from this angle. All right, Duncan Busby's right here. You have a dig that's showing up, but to throw into this window is going to take forever because he has to run all the way past the space. Why? Because the linebacker's this far inside. So the easier thing to do, as he gets to the top of his drop, he's already made one hitch. He goes, all right, I'm just throwing it underneath to Duncan Busby and let him run with it. You can see it much better on this angle here. So the dig is going to take forever to get there. There's plenty of space. There's nobody on this side of the field. So just throw it to Duncan Busby and he can get the first down. The longer you wait, the more sacks you're going to take. So this is a key to Trevor Harris's game. Gets to the top of his drop, doesn't like the picture, throw it underneath, let a guy run with it. And that's what happens for a first down. Two big plays in this game off of double moves. Joe Robustelli on a little bit like a curl and go. Throw to the sideline by Trevor. The most impressive thing is the picture here. So we're going to roll it back. We're watching Robustelli. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch this happening right here. Watch the pressure. Trevor just about gets it off. Let's go watch it from this angle, from the end zone. So there's a lot of stuff going on protection-wise. So there's a secondary rusher coming into this area of the field. So I believe what the protection is the line's going in this direction right here. I think that's what they're doing. But then Jamarcus Hardrick sees a player coming in from the secondary inside. So that's why he leaves this guy and creates him as the widest. So they block here, they block here, they block here. So that's what they're trying to do. Now, AJ's doing the same thing. So AJ could see this happening and then go out there, but they wanted to make sure that the interior is handled, which they do handle the interior. That leaves the free rusher to be the widest player. That gives Trevor enough time to throw this ball and make it a completion. So very good pickup by the offensive line of going, hey, we're going to handle it. In protection, you always block A gap, B gap, then C gap. So you give the quarterback at least time to throw off of free rushers. Good pickup. Big misdirection here for a touchdown to A.J. Ouellette. This is what I call a nude play, and we'll go over that in a second. Trying to get a lot of misdirection down the goal line. Why you get a lot of man coverage. So the line is running outside zone in this direction. So call that a 9. All right. The fullback is going in that direction. There's a reverse in that direction. So all these players are going this way. I use this term nude instead of naked. Naked means you fake in the direction of the run, which is 9, and then you boot away. Nude is you open away from the run call. So the run's going that way, the name of the run, 9. So now the quarterback and the tailback open opposite on a nude call. So you've just got a 2-man fake. You have 1-man fake and 2 people going this direction and everybody else at the line, fullback, slot, trying to get them to run this way. And that's how you get all these players running in that direction on the nude. Trevor gets out there, just waits for AJ. He's got some underneath players he can throw to. You can see it from this angle how difficult this is for the linebackers. So everybody's going in that direction. Look at that. Except for these 2 guys. So that just leaves him in a bind. All right, I'm going to take him. Oh, I'm going to leave him. Easy throw. Not a lot to talk about this except watch Trevor's eyes and how fast he gets back to his reads. So Trevor's over here. This is whether you want to call it an option route or underneath. I'm not sure what they're doing. But his eyes are definitely in this direction. And then right after the play, he flips his hips. He's looking in, and then he finds this underneath. And you watch it from the end zone, how quickly he can process, go to the next row. That's what his strength is. He's here. Doesn't like it, flips his hips, finds it quickly, resets his arm, then throws it. Process. That's what you need as a... Got a big one here, what I call Denver stutter. A little bit of dig and go. One of the nastiest routes in our league. Emulous, watch it. Good foot press. Straighten up, run with speed, run it down. I was surprised this is a hell of a tackle here. I thought this was going to be an easy touchdown. So let's go to this angle. Once again, versus cover 4, when this player is, a deep player and a deep player, underneath player, when digs show up, he's going to want to drive digs, even though he should stay deep. And that's what happens. Sam starts to go here. He's trying to go underneath, trying to show 2 digs, but all you do is just watch his feet. He's flat-footed, throw it vertical to a spot, let him run it down. So a couple of stutter plays in this game were huge. Trevor hitting some people call this bow, I call this blade, a blade route. And what is this? You're going up and then you bench it to the sideline and you send a guy underneath. So instead of worrying about this guy getting higher and breaking out, which is a common CFL route, you just say, I'm going to send this guy underneath. So now that it's just a one-on-one on those 2 guys. You see, he sees it right away. Easy throw. Once the corner runs, I can throw this ball. Keyshawn Johnson, let's see it from this angle. Okay, so Trevor pre-snap sees he's low, sees he's low, sees he's somewhat low, sees he's here. He thinks it's probably man coverage. So in man coverage, once that guy runs, I'm going to trust that he's going to be able to win, and I'll throw it on the sideline. There you go. Easy picture. Once again, I'm showing you speed. The speed in which the quarterback, his eyes are here. I'm not sure why he doesn't throw this. 1st and 10, not sure what happened to him. But then he gets off it and he starts coming here. He sees a player right there. Then he goes to the swing. This player right there with the swing. He pulls the ball down, starts to scramble, then tries to make a throw. Incomplete, but I want you to watch how fast Trevor does this. Left. I thought he should have thrown it here. Doesn't like it though. That's fine. Flips his hips. Sees it's covered all in that time. Climbs, gets a throw. So this, as a young quarterback or somebody wanting to play quarterback, you need to process this fast. You need to know who's number 1, who's number 2, who's number 3, who's number 4 in my pattern concept. Little run pass option here, RPOs of a couple slants in the middle of the field. So this is a big former Calgary route where you're going to have a guy go in the flat, a guy run a slant behind the linebackers, and another slant. You're going to read this linebacker, and if he plays up on the run, you should have a nice spot to throw the ball, which is right there. Look at all that space. Let's go to the end zone. So how I know it's RPO? Because he blocked out. He's blocking him, he's blocking him, he's blocking him, he's blocking him. That's the read. So if that guy ran out of there, AJ could have gotten the football. But because he plays into the box, Trevor pulls it and throws the ball on the inside. Another Keyshawn Johnson play. So obviously, the BC Lions were looking into the backfield, and that's something Saskatchewan saw off tape, because this is the 3rd double move by the Riders, and there he is for a touchdown. Myers this time on this one. What do? Max protection, bring everybody in. So now if everybody has to climb in, look at when this ball snapped. There's a man there. There's a man there. He's a deep middle on the back hash. And you got a one-on-one with no help. That's what they're trying to do. You see Trevor right here, fake like he's throwing a hitch. And then gone. Two things have to happen on this. One, field corners tend to watch. If you watch this corner, he's looking to see Trevor triggering. So that's why he jumped it. Most important thing for Myers, avoid contact. Because this is a touchdown if you avoid contact. And you got to run it down. See, like good arm action, running it down, high hands to the ball. So watch Trevor to here. You're going to see good shoulder. Just give him a shoulder. You don't have to take your hands off the ball. Just pump your shoulder. He's going to trigger off it, throw it up. Big one-on-one. Safe throw. Nobody on that side of the field. Let's take one more look at it. Right? There is a huge jump inside. Now just go as fast as you can to this space. Riders were on point. Trevor Harris, player of the week. Looking forward to calling that game in a couple of nights.